After my abysmal performance at home to West Brom in our 2-0 defeat, it's safe to say I made amends. Scoring the game winner over Brighton and then winning the penalty for one of the 2 goals Andre scored against Leeds to send us through to the FA Cup quarter-finals was exactly the type of response I needed. I've promised the fans this season that we would have a memorable year, and I cannot afford to let them down, particularly as we're now into March and the season begins to work its way towards the climax. Whilst I haven't actually explained what a memorable season consists of, all I know is that silverware will definitely make this a year to remember, and right now we actually have a very slim but still possible chance of a treble. We're still holding on to Spurs' coattails in the title race, have a good chance of reaching Wembley once again in the FA Cup, and for our first game today, we travel to Turkey for the first leg of our Champions League round of 16 tie as we take on Besiktas. For our first season in Europe, we've done so well to get out of what was a very tough group, but we're not settling for the last 16, but instead targeting a place in the quarters. It's not the easiest of ties, with confidence brimming throughout the squad. We all believe that we can make it through this tie, and a good solid first leg result here with a couple of away goals will give us a great chance of doing that, and I feel it's on me to perform on the big stage tonight. Whatever happens tonight, boys, it's been a good run. Getting out of that group, Juventus, Monaco and Lokomotiv Moscow as well, was not an easy task. We did well to qualify for knockout stages, so whatever happens, happens. Let's just go out there and have fun, but on the back of those 2 wins and 2 good performances individually as well, I am hoping for at least an away goal tonight and a solid first leg result. No reason we can't get it. Come on, Watford. Let's believe in ourselves and get a solid first leg result here. Doucouré on the ball into Gray. Back to me, and I've got space to shoot there. And I put it into the back of the net as well. What a start for Watford just 5 minutes in. And it's a howler from the goalkeeper. And how many times have we seen that in recent episodes in my player save, career mode, and saving Bray as well? You know, I am utterly convinced that there has been a sneaky little patch from EA toning down the goalkeepers. Although, to be fair, I must say, looking at that again, I think I take that back. He's deceived there by Nathaniel Chalobah ducking out of the way. It does go into the bottom corner as well. Nice, accurate strike. He must have been deceived, saw it late, and Watford take the early lead. It's really weird though. There was very little power on that. I didn't strike it that cleanly, and just 6 minutes in, I get my 5th in Europe. But it's just bizarre how often this is happening. I don't know what's causing this. You know, I showed it, I think it was in the last episode. I don't play with sliders. I leave them untouched. But at the moment, the goalkeepers are all over the place. Oh, wonderful. And I finish it off as well. And after a terrible performance against West Brom, it's safe to say I am back. And I am back to my best. Besiktas 0, Watford 2, performing on the big stage as we double our lead. And I double my goal tally. A wonderful little Berber spin, then a heel-to-heel flick. Totally free. No one was catching up. And as I drill it into the bottom corner, you can't blame the goalkeeper for that one. Besiktas 0, Watford 2, and this has been a dream start away in Turkey. Come on, the Hornets! I said this season I was going to be aggressive. I wanted this to be my Watford team. And if I want to be the leader, the pressure, the responsibility falls solely on my shoulders. But in this game, 20 minutes in, I've not let the fans down. Richarlison for 3-0 off the post. And cleared by Mitrovic. That would have been extraordinary. Chamberlain on the ball, holds onto it and finds Chalobah. And Chalobah denied by Boyko. What a start from Watford. Richarlison to Doucouré. And Richarlison gives it me back through the legs. And I'll keep hold of the ball and spread it out wide there towards Zappacosta in acres of space. Lots of room for the Italian to roll it into Andre Gray. Off the crossbar. Second time we hit the woodwork in the first half. We could be 4 goals up heading into the break if Richarlison and Gray could have converted. But what a half this has been. We've been on fire. As Lukaku sends me down the left-hand side, I've got Arias to beat as the right-back is beaten. And I've got inside with the ball roll to find space to shoot. Blocked and cleared by Mitrovic. My eyes widened there as I was going for the hat-trick and my first of my career. Still 2-0 though, and what a fantastic first half this has been, and what a fantastic first half it's been confirmed as. Besiktas 0, Watford 2. We are just on fire, as right now I'm leading my team into the Champions League quarter-finals. Long way to go, but that could not have gone better. I'd have planned it myself. When we saw the tie drawn, Besiktas, we knew it was going to be a tough tie. But we avoided one of the major European sides, if you will. And that was crucial to have any chance of getting through to the quarters. But, I mean, still a very tough opponent, Besiktas, no doubt. Some great players. But tonight, we have just absolutely delivered and then some. And now as Andre could be through there, I'll roll it into him. He's got one man to beat him, Mitrovic. He's turned. He's given it back. And at the far post, arriving is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, denied by Boyko. And I'll tell you this right now, if we don't progress to the quarterfinals, then we'll be reflecting on all these misses in the first leg. Yes, it's been a great performance, but we should have seen this tie done. We're still leading by 2-0 with 13 minutes to go in the game. What a first leg result this is going to be if we can hold on to the 2-0 scoreline. I'll pop it out wide there towards Richarlison. Deeney's inside, he'll find him. Troy, for me, and I'll try and give it to Bellarabi. It's free. There it is. I could have been on for the hat-trick, but I'll never forget my best asset, and I'll never forget how valuable my teammates are. I'm not a selfish player. I never will be. Bellarabi was free, and he makes it free, as we'll take these away goals back to Vicarage Road, and what a result here in Turkey. One of our best performances of the series. Bellarabi confirms it. Besiktas 0, Watford 3. What a performance away in Turkey. Could still be a chance for the hat-trick here as I send Richarlison down the left-hand side, but as he finds Deeney back to me. Oh, I want it, I want it, I want the match ball, yes! Yes! I assisted Bellarabi, but I still wanted the match ball, and there it is, my first ever career hat-trick. Besiktas 0, Watford 4, and that will do it. An amazing individual performance, and an incredible team display as well. 4-0 away in Turkey in one of our best, if not our best win of the series. Deeney, the target forward, held it up, selfless from our number 9, and what a strike to give me the match ball as well. Besiktas 0, Watford 4, and this was the performance of dreams, exactly what I was dreaming of last night in a hotel room. 4-0, what a performance. This has been absolutely incredible. Besiktas 0, Watford 4. And I said I love the direction this team is going in. And I really do. I love my teammates. I love my bros. And you know what I also love as well? Scoring my first hat-trick. And you better believe after that display against West Brom, I knew I had to make amends. And this is the perfect way to do it. A 4-0 win for Watford. I got the assist for Bellarabi's goal as well. That was nothing short of sensational. I said it was on me to perform, but not even in my wildest dreams could I have pictured that. A 4-0 thumping of Besiktas away from home in one of our best ever performances of the series, with myself picking up an assist, you know how much I love those, and my first ever career hat-trick as well. It was an inch-perfect display from start to finish, and what a first leg result for Watford, taking back a 4-0 scoreline to Vicarage Road and giving us perhaps one foot in the Champions League quarter-finals. I was hailed as the hat-trick hero after the game, and I was so glad to see the boys behind me make the picture as well, because I know for sure I couldn't do this without my teammates. But unfortunately, as March came round, we did see a bit of bad news, and one of my teammates gets a training injury as Jordan Lukaku, one of the best signings of the season for us, ever present in the left-back role, performing so well, is out for 2 months and will miss the most of the rest of the season. It's a really big blow. Lukaku's been a big reason as to why we've been playing so well this season, both in the domestic, Cups League, and in Europe as well. And he'll miss playing against one of his relatives for the second of 3 games today, as his bro Romelu Lukaku will start up top for Manchester United against us in a big second versus 4th clash here. We take on Manchester United, who travel back to Vicarage Road and back to England in the Premier League as we try and keep pace with Spurs at the top of the table. In a huge game for Watford, where despite the win over Besiktas, we need to follow it up here with another really big performance. If we are to keep ourselves in the title race, we cannot afford to slip up, particularly at home. And whilst the test is going to be a tough one, we need to make sure we come through, put in the same level of performance, and get the same sort of result here at home to the Red Devils. Approaching half-time mark, still tied at 0-0. Nothing to report as of yet, but that could change here just before the break as Manchester United cross to Lukaku, heads it on, and Prudel deflects it behind for a corner. As things stand, a lot for Marco Silva to ponder. We're not looking quite as deadly as we did in Turkey. Still 0-0. And the away side look for the first goal of the game. Corner by Pogba, headed clear. And I shall control and try and start a counter-attack here. Gray's with me. And Andre could be sent through here. And a great chance for an opening goal. 43 minutes in. Andre! Oh, he's missed it. Missed it. Golden chance, but keep your head up, Andre. That was a brilliant run, brilliant movement, but just couldn't get his footwork sorted and put the finish wide the post. Inches wide, but unlucky, Andre. Great movement there, bro. I'm sure you'll get it right next time. And then Lukaku cuts inside, crosses. Martial on the volley. Oh, brilliant save there. Brilliant save. The Frenchman denied by a fantastic stop by our number 13. 7 minutes after the restart, that was their first opportunity, but a great save keeps it scoreless for now. Rashford to Mkhitaryan for Manchester United, and the Armenian finds space to shoot. Deflected. Great save, and Zappacosta gets it away. A little bit of a slice on the clearance, but we'll take it as Chamberlain sends it long towards Gray, and Matic wins it in the air. Excellent stop by the goalkeeper there twice in this second half, bailing us out. Gray flicks on, one final chance. Conte to my feet, and I'll send it over the top two. Conte coming forward. Oh, Conte! Conte, that was a centre-back's finish. Fires it wide on the volley and behind for a goal kick. Well, the fans are in good voice. We get a point against Manchester United and a clean sheet as well. It's not a terrible result, but that could have been the winner. In a tough, frustrating stalemate, the 0-0 was probably the right result, but a disappointing draw for us. Well, we slip up at home, simply couldn't afford to do so, and after the game, seeing that Spurs beat Bournemouth meant that once again we lose ground in the title race. A goalless draw at home to Manchester United, not a bad result in theory, but as Spurs barely ever slip up, it was a really damaging draw with 12 games to go. However, speaking of Spurs never slipping up, I was very pleased to see this. Just before our third and final game of today's episode, Spurs lost for just the 4th time this season as they played a day before us on the Saturday and lost to Liverpool away at Anfield, which meant that whilst the gap stays at 6 points, we have a game in hand, and if we can beat Eddie Howe's side like Spurs did a week ago, then we'll cut the gap at the top of the table to just 3 points. It'll be the closest we've been to Spurs all season long, so it's a major chance for us here at the Vitality to cut that gap, apply the pressure, and show Mauricio Pochettino that we are going nowhere. Yes, a goalless draw against Manchester United is not an ideal result, but a chance to get it right here and really impose ourselves as a major threat in this title race. And as the season reaches its business end of the season, it's time to make sure we don't slip up again. It's time to make sure we show that we are good enough to win the title. It's time to cut the gap to just 3 points. Good ball to me, and I'll try and get around Harry Winks if I can. I found a bit of space here. And I'm running the Bournemouth back line, and I'll try and roll it into Andre Gray's feet. Gray shoots and scores. Get in. Makes amends after his miss against Manchester United by firing us into the lead in a big battle here at the Vitality. Bournemouth 0, Watford 1, and my bro back on the score sheet. Had to wait for him to get back on side before I played him through there. Took it round the covering defender, and that is a brilliant finish, that. Absolutely fantastic. Knew he should have scored against the Red Devils. Wasn't prepared to miss 2 golden chances in a row. Andre, I said keep your head up, mate, because I know you took the next chance, and you certainly did. 1-0, perfect start. Come on, Watford. Conte to a Ronan. And I'll send Richarlison down the left-hand side, and the Brazilian holds it up well and gives it back to me. And Gray's offside there, so I'll take it on myself if I can inside the area. And I'll turn and whip it to the far post. We're arriving. It's Shaloba, and Tyrone Mings gets it away. Nathaniel heads it goal-bound, but seen wide by the Bosnian. Excellent first half this. We know what's at stake. A chance to cut the gap to 3 points. We've got to make sure we do just that. Lewis Cook on the ball, trying to evade my pressure, and he'll find Kieran Trippier. As he steps inside and finds Harry Winks, 2 ex-Spurs boys linking up, but the pass there is poor. You don't send it off with Harry Winks, and as Zappacosta sends me, I'll send Gray through. Can you give it back to me? I'm running inside. I've got Simpson to beat. I've got space for our second goal. Begovic makes the save, though, and Ryan Fraser gets it away. We've had a brilliant first half. We've dominated. We've been on top. We've been in control. But I feel we need a second to wrap these points up and cut the gap. Just approaching the hour mark here, still leading by 1 as Doucouré finds me inside the area, and I'll look for Andre Gray, but the pass was really poor as Simpson gets the clearance away for a Watford throw. Come on, lads, let's find a second goal here and try and put this game beyond doubt. Urona into my feet, and I'll roll it through to Shaloba with space to let fly there. Oh, the crossbar! And then the header might drop to Bellarami, the far post, and Begovic can't keep it out. Bournemouth 0, Watford 2, and we double our lead. Shaloba's effort would have been an absolute thunderbolt, but instead, Bournemouth failed to clear, and Bellarami rifles one through the legs of Begovic at the near post. Oh, that must have hurt. Right in the crown jewels for the Bosnian, but as Bellarami makes it 2, we double our lead, and maybe cutting the gap to 3 points. Come on! Waiting for the final whistle to come any second now that will confirm it. We have done what we needed to do at the Vitality Stadium. Liverpool did us a massive favour with their win at Anfield over Spurs, and we've come to Bournemouth and claimed the 3 points. Myself and Andre Gray, the bros, doing it for us for our first goal, and then Bellarabi scoring our second gives us the 3 points, and we cut the gap at the top to just 3 points as well. What a big win! With 11 games to go, and the title race so tight between Spurs and Watford. Who is your money on right now? It is going to go down to the wire. I can already tell. And we still got Spurs to come before the season ends as well. But this is a great display from me. Not the best in terms of passing accuracy, but the assist for Andre Gray's goal was a really nice little ball inside. And a 2-0 win, which we definitely deserved as well, no doubt about it. Much better team in this one. And great to get the 3 points after our goalless draw at home to Manchester United. But that will end today's episode of My Player though, guys. We're on a massive high, and I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed today's episode featuring my first ever career hat-trick as well, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And your channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you for next episode of My Player, which is absolutely massive, and is going to feature some crucial games as Watford try and stay in this title race, try and overtake Spurs and go top of the table. And we've also got the FA Cup quarter-final to come against Leicester and Besiktas in the second leg of our Champions League round of 16 as well, coming very soon.